Hi, welcome to today's sewing tutorial. My name is Samira. I'm excited to share with you this stylish side gathers dress from beginner friendly tips to advanced sewing techniques. We would cover everything you need to know about this dress. Please, you can hit the subscribe button under my video to subscribe now. Turn on notification bell to get notified to see my next tutorial. So guys, to support this channel, please you can watch this particular tutorial down to the end. You can also share it with your friends, with your loved ones. Please ask them to also watch this tutorial down to the end. So let's get started now with our tutorial for the day. Here is my fabric for the dress. I'm using 2 years and half of Duchess fabric, the latest one in the market. So I'll be showing you guys how I'm going to fold this fabric into two because I'm cutting the first part of it, that is the front piece now. So what I'll do, I'll arrange it very well for us to start with our measurements, guys. Just keep on watching. At this point, I'm going to draw a straight line, and that line is going to guide us on how to go about with our measurements. So I'll place my tape from the upper part and measure 56 inches for my dress length. Okay, so I'm measuring 56 inches for my dress length, and I'll go by 15 inches for my half length. But if you're a taller person, you can go by 16 inches or 17 inches. So I'll give a straight line for my half length. Okay, so after that, I'm going to mark my neckline and I'm measuring 5 inches. Then I'll go down by 3 inches for the depth of my neckline. Okay, so guys, please keep on watching this particular tutorial down to the end. At this point, I'm going to give a curve for my neckline, and it's going to be a round neck. After that, I'm going to mark my shoulder. My shoulder divided by 2 is 8 inches. Then I'll give a straight line for that. Okay, I will go ahead now to slope my shoulder by 1 inch. Then I'll give a straight line for that. After that, I'll be marking my chest line by 7 inches. Then I'm going to give a line for that. Okay, so that's for my chest line. So guys, you can give this video a thumbs up so that more people can get to see it and watch and learn from it. At this point on my chest line, that's where I'm going to place my tape and measure my bust by 36 inches. Then I'm going to add 1.5 inch for my stitching allowance. After that, I'm going to curve my armhole now. At this point, I'm going to go down to my waist and I'm marking 28 inches. Then I'm going to also add 1.5 inch for my stitching allowance. So now to get my hip length, I'm going to mark 24 inches. Okay. After that, I'll be marking my hip measurement and it's by 40 inches. Then I'm going to add 1.5 inch for my stitching allowance also. So at this point, I'm going to connect the marks together. So I'm connecting all my marks together. Okay, so guys, you can give this video a thumbs up so that more people can get to see it and watch and also learn from it. So I'm going to shift it so that you can see what I'm doing at the hemline. So I'm using my pin to pin the fabric because it's very soft. You know, it's a Duchess fabric and it's the latest one in the market. So at this point on my hemline, I'm going to give a shape at the hemline. I'm going to shape it a bit. So that's what I'm trying to do now. So I'm going to shape it by 36 inches. Then I will now connect the marks down to my hemline. Okay, so I hope you are following up, guys. So I'm doing the connection now. So if you have any question or anything concerning this tutorial today, any clarification, you can drop it on the comment section below. Okay, so I'm going to reply you, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and please, you can support this channel by watching this particular tutorial down to the end. So now I'll go ahead now to cut it out. So don't forget, we are cutting the front piece now, and the style that we are making today is a stylish side gathers dress, and I'm using 2.5 yards of this Duchess fabric to achieve the style that we are making today. So just keep on watching this particular tutorial down to the end so that you can see the fitness and you'll be able to understand it more better if you can take your time and watch this particular tutorial down to the end, guys. So I'm using my pin to pin it because I don't want it to shift. I don't want it to short the measurement. I don't want to short my measurement. So I'm going to use this front piece that we just cut out now to lay on the back piece and cut the back piece out. So just keep on watching down to the end because you are going to learn a lot from today's tutorial. Okay, please, you can also turn on notification bell to get notified to see my next tutorial. You'll be the first to see it so that you can learn the other style that I'll be uploading very soon on my channel. Just keep on watching, guys. This is my back piece. I'll just go ahead and give my zipper allowance by 1 inch. Then I will go ahead and mark 2 inches for the depth of my back neckline. So after that, I've just cut it out. So guys, don't forget what we did here. I just laid my front piece that I've cut already on the back piece now. So after that, I gave my zipper allowance by 1 inch. Then I went down by 2 inches for the depth of my back neckline. So I'm opening my zipper allowance. This is the main thing I want to achieve here. At this point, I will go ahead and mark 21 inches from my shoulder before my hip. Okay, I hope you are following up, guys. So what we are cutting out, we are going to use it to gather the dress. Okay, so that's what I'm pointing at in the video now. So I'm pinning it down so that the dress will not shift. So I'm going to show you guys how to go about it now. I will be covering it from where I marked 21 inches to my hemline. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing in the video. So this is how to go about it. So I'm going to just take it down to my hemline. So I'm going to cut it out. So that's what we are going to use and place on the other fabric. Then we are going to use it and cut it out. Then we are going to take it to my sewing machine. Then I'll run a straight stitch on it. So that's what I'm going to gather to form the gathers that we are going to attach on both sides of the dress that we are making today. Okay, please, my middle point is by 3.5 inches. So guys, don't forget that this fabric that we are cutting out, I'm going to lay it on another fabric to cut out the fabric that we are going to use for the gathers, as you can see me doing on the video. Okay, so please keep on watching this particular tutorial down to the end. That's the only way you'll be able to understand this style that we are making today. Is a unique style, so just keep on watching, guys. So the side that I've cut out now, so I'm going to use it to lay on this fabric. That's what we are going to use to form the gathers. So at this point, I'll be making the length longer to be on safer side. If there's any excess, I'm going to just cut it out. So after that, I'll be using 1/2 inch to cut for my stitches and align the rough edges, and I'll be cutting it into 2. Okay, so guys, just keep on watching down to the end. So after that, I'm going to just sew a straight line along the edges of this fabric. After sewing a straight line along the edges of my fabric, I will gently pull the thread to gather the fabric. So I will go ahead and notch my middle point. Then I will then stitch it together. Guys, don't forget I'm going to notch the middle point of my gathers. So after that, I'm going to take it to my sewing machine, then I'll run a straight stitch on it and gather it out. So guys, this is how I'll be joining the shoulder together on my sewing machine. Okay, so I'll just use my pin to pin it out to show you guys how I'm going to stitch it together. So I'm going to use my pin to pin it down, then I'm going to also do the same at the other side of the shoulder. So this is how I'm going to run my stitch on it. So I'm going to just sew it down the way you are seeing me doing on the video. So your own should be like this when making your own, and if you don't understand it, please you can watch this tutorial again and again. So guys, this is how I'm going to pin the gathers on the side of my dress. So I'm going to use 1/2 inch to stitch it together. So I'm going to use my pin to pin it down to my hemline. Okay, so I'm going to also do that on the other side. So guys, after this section we are going to cut the sleeve. So I've stitched all the pieces together. I've ironed it out to help the dress to sit flat and prevent wrinkle. You can see how beautiful it is. So that's what I'm showing the side gathers. You can see how neat it is, and you can also see the fabric, very beautiful dotches that we made use of. At this point, I'll be cutting my sleeves. I'll go ahead to fold my fabric into 4 pieces. The reason for that is because I'll be cutting the 2 sleeves together. Okay, so I folded my fabric into 4 pieces. So after that, now I'm going to just measure my length by 10 inches. Okay, at this point I'll be marking 1 inch for my armhole. So that's the 1 inch for my armhole. Then I'll give a little curve for that. As for my round sleeve, I'll go by 6 inches. Yours can be more than that. It all depends on your body size. Okay, so I will just go ahead now to cut it out. So after that, I'm going to run a stitch on it because it's a straight sleeve. So I'll just attach it to the body of my dress. So we are going to wear it out for you guys to see the fitness of this outfit that we are making today. It's a beautiful dress that we are making. At this point, I'll be joining all my pieces together to create a beautiful and stylish side gathers dress. So we are going to wear it out now. Guys, thanks for joining me on this sewing tutorial. I hope you learned 1 or 2 things on how to sew this stylish side gathers dress. Don't be afraid to try new things and make mistakes. They are all parts of the learning process. Please, you can subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified to see my next video. You'll be the first to see it, and don't forget to share this tutorial with your friends. You can give it a thumbs up, and if you have any question on any of these steps, so you can drop it on the comment section. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.